Welcome, future Southwest passengers. My name is Flight Attendant Juan Alvarez, and this is Co-Flight Attendant Jocelyn Sanchez. And we would like to welcome you to our before-flight presentation. So please put away all your electronics and phones, as they will interfere with this presentation viewing experience. I would show you the emergency exits, but we are sure you would not want to leave. So buckle up your seatbelt, sit back, and enjoy the experience that is Southwest Airlines, our past, present, and future. I'd like to turn the floor over to Flight Attendant Jocelyn Sanchez.
Thank you, Juan. Now sit back and we're going to take a trip to the past. It all started in Texas with entrepreneur Roland King and lawyer Herbert Kelleher. It started with the company in March 15, 1967, with Air Southwest Company. It only connected to Dallas, San Antonio, and Houston, only because it only had 3 Boeing 737s. On March 19th, 7 years later, they changed their name to Southwest Airlines. They now serve 101 destinations in the United States and 8 other countries within North America, including Mexico, Japan, and other Jamaica and other Caribbean islands. Their special offers for the present are their bundles of connecting their air, their car, and their hotel ticket purchases with their tickets. You can also buy all 3 of them and your airfare with the vacation package. All these can be done on southwest.com. I will now give it to Juan to give more about our future.
5 years from now, I'd love Southwest to be in Hawaii, serving Canada, and to have more flights in the Caribbean, and no doubt more flights into Mexico. You see, that was a bold statement by our CEO, Gary Kelly, 1 year exactly ago on October of 2016. Now, future passengers, I'd like to announce right now in October of 2017 that some of these goals have actually been achieved. Because in that year, since Gary Kelly said this, Southwest has actually expanded beyond the 48 states. We actually now have direct flights into Hawaii. We are now becoming more international because we are expanding into the Caribbean and South America. And in the next few years, our CEO and president of the company actually wants to go into Colombia. So we're going to see this expansion starting to happen not only in the domestic US, but internationally, and we're seeing the Southwest brand go global. In the next coming years, we actually predict that the Southwest brand is going to hit South America first before branching up into European countries. So that's something I love to inform you all about. So in order to do that, we're going to do the 3 pillars of success. You know, the future of our company lies in these 3 pillars, and we've actually taken initiative to go beyond the 3 pillars. So our first pillar is fleet modernization. Now, we have a year-by-year growth rate of about 2% of our fleet. What that means is that as every year goes by, we like to add 2% more than we had the previous year. So currently, right now, we're purchasing more Boeing's 787-800s, and we're trying to phase out our classic fleet. So the classic fleet is actually the fleet we've had for the past 12 years, which are the first Boeing 787s to hit the market. So we're trying to accelerate our retirement of the classic fleet, and we've actually been doing a great job of that. By 2021, we want to actually get our classic fleet reduction rate at 4%. But at the current rate we're going, we're actually going to see that fleet reduction rate hit by mid-2018. So that means we are almost 3 years above schedule on trying to retire our old fleets which have the average lifespan of a Boeing 787 Classic is about 12 years. So we're doing a really good job of trying to modernize ourselves. And with this modernization, we're actually seeing that we're saving more fuel because these newer airplanes are more systemically able to handle much more fuel and much more fuel and less of a discrepancy within that fuel budget. So what we're saying is that we're actually going to make a lot more money by trying to modernize our fleet. And this money is only going to incentivize us to buy more Boeing 787s, 800s in the future, so we have this continuous growth of profits within our airplanes by itself. So that's our first pillar of success, fleet modernization. Now on our next pillar, we're talking about digital transformation. Currently, all Southwest employees, the whole company actually, uses what's called obsolete software. And that is something that was made with a Texas-based technology firm, and is Southwest's own technological software that we use on all of our flights and on all of our computers. So this year, we're actually doing a complete software overhaul. What that means is that we've partnered back up with our technological Texas firm to create a new software that's going to be installed in every Southwest parts of our company. We've already done this within the Love Field Airport in Dallas. That is mainly Southwest's hub, I would say. So we've already introduced this complete software overhaul, and now we're trying to reach it into more parts of the company. And what this means is that it'll make flying much more easier, because it'll allow certain flight attendants, certain and certain employees to be able to log in tabulations as we go. So instead of relying on old logging textbooks and things of the sort, and old phones where we would call in and the flight attendant would ask the main gate or rate to departure and things like that, we're seeing that it's now all going to become digital. And this digital transformation is going to make Southwest Airlines a much more efficient airline company. And last of our 3 pillars of success is customer satisfaction. Because we always like to put a smile on their customer's face, the president of our company has said that we will remain with bags flying free, your first and second bag. Because we shouldn't charge people to fly with much needed necessities such as clothes and toiletries. We are a very customer-oriented company, and we like to keep it that way. So we're going to keep our bags fly free program for your first and second bag. And then customer service is at the heart of our mission, and it's always going to remain a commitment of Southwest Airlines. What this means is that we're going to introduce more incentives for customers that are loyal to Southwest, and we're going to orient our partners and much more our own company towards a customer-oriented atmosphere, so we can provide the best customer service experience in the airline industry. So those are our 3 pillars of success. So now we're going to talk about growing together. So now, this past July, if many of you had noticed the stock market, there was a little bit of a tumble for Southwest. We did decline sharply at 7% in the mid-July on the stock market, and that was a little bit of unexpected turbulence that many people didn't see coming. Now, while we did see a down peak, there was actually a rise in cost per share of Southwest. So, like many other aspects of the stock market, Southwest is not a stranger to unknown turbulence that would cause our market shares to go down. But since then, we've actually been growing at a much steadier pace, and we're actually going to keep growing, especially because of the fleet modernization and this technological advancement and digital modernization. So our future growth is going to be more stable, and is actually going to explode in these next coming months. So as you see right here on December 7, 2017, by then we'll see a decline of negative 2.29% since the last year. So what that means is that our company is in a decline of 2.29% from the last year. So since last year to this year, we've seen a decline, and that's mostly because of the unexpected turbulence in July. But we are expected to grow by 22.71% within the next year after this year. And so throughout next year, this is going to be our growth of 22.71%, and that's actually exponentially higher than other airlines besides Southwest. So we're seeing that our company is only growing, and we're growing together, and these new incentives for customers is going to see that budget just boom. After that, in December of 2019, we're going to see it's only going to grow by 2.22%, which, since we're comparing these year by year, is going to be about 24% higher than we are now anyways. So while it may not seem a lot on the year-by-year basis, we do see that from right now to then, we're going to see an exponential growth in Southwest. And our long-term 5-year success is 8.40%. So year by year, in 5 years, it's going to be an average of 8.4% growth within our company each year. And that is a tremendous and exponential growth that we're going to see in a $20 billion company. So we're already seeing that as we become more modern, as we branch out into different areas, we're just going to become even bigger than before. And our model is always going to stay the same. So I would like to thank y'all for coming to this presentation. But unfortunately, this is the end of our flight. We've taken a destination to our past and learned about our humble beginnings in Texas. We've gone to the present and looked how we are a customer-oriented company that not only helps you with flights, but also hotel rooms and different packages that we offer for every one of our customers. And we've now shown you how we're going only to grow from the future. We're going to become exponentially larger. So once again, I'd like to thank y'all. And if y'all have any questions for me or my co-flight attendant, we'd like to take them now.